fucking three things that I'm telling clients all the time that you need to do to go build muscle in the gym is getting done in there today. Speaking to someone who has failed a shitload of bulks, who didn't really build muscle until the last fucking four-ish years after training, having a fucking gym membership since I was 10, somebody who hasn't been successful in building muscle till now, I feel like you should listen to this because you're going to get a lot out of it, mate. You're going to know exactly what you need to do when you go into the gym. That's actually going to make you leave and go, fuck me, I look huge. And you can't put a price on that, mate. Can you? So let's go in. What a dickhead does bodybuilding trade, doesn't like High Rocks, but records an High Rocks gym, maybe because your mate owns it and the fucking standards have got a really good gym. Everything you need to know about building your first 5 kilos of muscle, mate. And the reason I say this, right, is because I'm not an idiot, right? I don't sit here like I'm some IFBB pro bodybuilder who stepped on stage, whose muscle fucking pops out like I'm just like walking around like this. Like I'm aware enough to know that, right? So I feel like I need to put that out there because when I make content about muscle building, right, I always have some fucking big comment and go, what do you know? You haven't got loads of muscle. All right, okay then. And what I'll say instead, mate, is how to build muscle for your first 5 kilos of muscle because I've done that. I've been through a bulk to put on fucking decent size, right? But the principles just apply to everyone doing 5, 10, 15, 20 kilograms of muscle. To be fair, if you want to do 20 kilograms of muscle, you probably need some fucking steroids. But the principles apply to everyone. And I'm not being funny, mate. I'm working with clients in real time, in real life, and the same fucking things are coming up all the fucking time. The same issues that I'm going to go over are always the same fucking thing, right? So let's fucking start. And I'm going to start at the start with what I see the biggest issue to be with clients, right? And it's actually not what you think, okay? The biggest issue that I see with my clients and with people that you're probably doing, that you're definitely doing, because I was fucking doing it, I used to do this back in the day, is you're so focused on your form, right? Your intensity is fucking lacking, because the second it doesn't feel right, the second it starts to hurt, the second you start to shake, the second you might fucking move a little bit, you think, oh, my form's gone, can't do anymore. It's like, no. What you actually do instead is you have to fucking let go of your form a little bit. If you imagine your form in a continuum, right? If you've got a continuum of form, so there's 0, shit form, there's 10, perfect form. The same thing for intensity, right? You've got 2 continuums. If you need to get to like 8, 10 intensity and your form has to come down a little bit, that's fine. If to get to 9, 10 intensity, your form has to come down to like 9, 8, 7, that's fine. But if your form has to be at a 10 all the time and that your intensity only gets to a 5, 6, that's not fine. But if your form wants to stay at 10, your intensity can get to 8, 10, that's fine. You always want to be at this 8 to 10 mark when it comes to form, right? So the first fucking thing that I want people to look at, it's called form standardization, right? So it's called standardizing your reps, which basically means when I'm looking at a set, right, when you're looking at me doing this, you can physically tell and visually see which bit's the concentric and which bit's the eccentric. In other words, which bit the negative, which bit the positive. In other words, which bit goes up, which bit goes down, right? There needs to be a standardization approach to this, right? So I'm going to show you now. So when I lift this fucking bench up, mate, let me just unrack it. Trained fucking upper today. So you'll see now, what most people do is you'll lift so heavy, you lift so quick that there's no standardization, mate. Like, the weight's just fucking moving around. You can't tell them going up or down. Whereas when we look at form standardization, we're going to start at the top. We're going to bring down under control. We're going to stay there for a second. Then we're going to push up and hold for a second. We're going to come down under control. We're going to stay for a second. We're going to push up for a second. So that process of pausing at the bottom and pausing at the top is what's going to standardize your form. You're giving yourself a break at the bottom to be able to, right, okay, I'm not going to use any momentum. I feel the weight on the muscle that I need to be fucking working. And now I'm going to focus on driving that weight back up and do the same thing. So you're going to slow your reps down, you're going to control the weight a lot more, and your muscles are going to feel it. The second thing that I see fucking people going wrong with is like panicking when the set starts to hurt. So like the set starts to hurt, your muscles are burning, and all of a sudden it's like your form starts fucking going, and it's like, well, hang on, mate. You need to be able to sit comfortable in the pain if that's what you want to be, if you want to be growing. Like the pain with muscle growth, mate, it's fucking normal. Like, you can't take that away from you. Like, it's gonna hurt. If you want to actually get bigger, if you want to grow some size, if you want to fucking change your physique. But like if I'm doing a fucking seated curl now, and I know it's only one arm base, but if I'm fucking doing perfect form and then next minute it starts to hurt, so I'm like fucking, I'm up here, I'm fucking lifting up, it's like, just calm down, mate. Just stay fucking still. Like, form is looking somewhat similar, okay? And then when this starts to hurt, I'm not fucking swinging, overcompensating, trying to get the weight up. Like going back to my previous example before, yeah, my form can drop a little bit, like, you know, if rather than being strictly, if I just give it a tiny little bit of an elbow comes forward, if my shoulder comes back a little bit further, a little bit of a swing, like that's not, if that's long as that's still between like a 7 to 10 in form wise to get some intensity, that's not the end of the world, mate. Whereas if I'm fucking having to be perfect all the time and next minute it hurts and I have the slightest forward of my elbow and I go, oh, form's gone, done. No, I'm not. I've got fucking loads more reps in there, mate. So why would I stop? But what we're going to look for more importantly is the rep speed, all right? So the way in which your muscles grow, right, is you're going to fucking do whatever set, you're going to do whatever weight, right, and you're going to do as many reps as you've been doing, right? And then as your body gets closer and closer and closer to failure or what it can do, your muscles will start to hit max capacity, right? So if I'm fucking doing this now, and you've ever seen it where your muscles start slowing down, the reps start slowing down like this, yeah? It's because your muscles are getting to their max capacity, struggling to do the weight and do the reps that you want them to do, so they start to slow down. But rather than see that as a thing of like, oh, they're slowing down, they can't do more, I'm going to drop it, you need to go, right, okay, they're slowing down because I'm getting to the point now where my body doesn't know how to fucking cope with this. So you need to fucking lock in and go, right, okay, so I'm getting to this point where my body's at fucking capacity. I need to push further than I think it can go to teach my muscles and force them to grow. Because when your muscles are at fucking max capacity, mate, that's where they're going to be growing. Because they'll think in their head, well, they won't think in their head, but when your muscles are getting towards this fucking max capacity, they'll go, right, okay, if I want to be able to do this demand that he's putting on me this next week, I'm going to have to recover and grow. And that's how you force growth, okay? So when we're getting to the point where it's starting to slow down, we want to lean into it. Getting to the point where it's slow, it's grinding, I'm fucking staying there, mate. I'm keeping locked in. I'm letting it slow, I'm letting it grind, and I'm pushing through it. Your first rep speed should not be the same as your last rep speed. If your fucking first rep looks like that, and your last rep looks like that, and you think, oh, I'm done, you're nowhere near done, mate. Your first rep should look like this, and then your fucking last rep should be an absolute fucking grind to get that up. And that's probably one of the best ways to tell that you are pushing hard enough, mate. Like if your reps are looking the same from a speed perspective all the time, then they're not going to be growing, but you're not pushing them to the part where they need to be fucking forcing to grow. Like, because if you didn't need to fucking force your body to a point where it couldn't fucking do it and it was struggling, you just grow by moving. I'd just fucking build muscle doing this, wouldn't I? Because I don't need to fucking put any strain on them. So if you're going into the gym and you're lifting weights that you can handle and you're stopping when your body gets to the point where it needs to where you're going to take it to where it hasn't been before and where it needs to grow, it's not going to. Like, why would it? Your body wants homeostasis all the time, mate. Your body wants perfect conditions. So if you're going in there and you're fucking lifting, and you're taking your body like, fucking hell, shit, I've not done this before. If I want to do this again, I need to grow and recover. That's where you need to take it. Logbooking, this is another thing, right, that I didn't do for fucking years that you need to do. So you probably can't see that, so it's pointless me fucking showing you. This is an old logbook. I do it on my phone now, and this is really, really lazy way of doing it, but it fucking works, right? So with the logbook, mate, all I've done is I've written my exercise, barbell bench press, sets and reps, 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps, Smith machine flat, side lateral raise, V-bar tricep push down, leg extension, leg press. Those are my full body push session that you should do. So all I do, mate, in that column there, as you can probably see, I'd write the reps and the sets. That's fucking it. The reps and sets, okay? So I've got barbell press, I got 60 for 3, 60 for 4, 60 for 3 again, okay, across 3 sets. So when I come and do this fucking press again, the week after, humour me like I've actually done this, I don't just start my set, I don't just come to the gym and go, right, okay, well, I'll work up to what feels comfortable. I'll just do what I can handle. If it feels heavy, I'll just stop. It's like, no, I've got the numbers there, mate. Doesn't matter how it feels. Like, go off the numbers because I know what I'm capable of. So what I will do is I'll come in and I'll see I've done 60 for 5 reps last week. So in this example, if I've done 60 kg for 3 reps, and I need to get to the end of the rep range, which will be 6, I've done a 3-6 rep range, I'm going to stay on 60 and then I'm going to build up to 10 reps, okay? But at least I know. So now that I'm coming in, I'm going, right, okay, so last week, my chest muscles, tricep muscles physically handled 60 kilos for 3 reps. So therefore, in order to progressive overload, because progressive overload, how it's supposed to grow if you're not doing more and more each session. If you did the same thing every session, your body will get used to it. Going back to my last example of the rep grinding, like you need to get your body to a position where you fucking need to force it to grow. And how do you do that? By lifting more weight, more reps. How do you do that? By knowing what you fucking did last week. It's all in there, mate. So I need to come in here and I will rack up the same weight and I'll push them reps. If I manage to get up to the 6 rep range, then I'll progress in weight and put another 2.5 on. But I'm always knowing what I'm lifting, always knowing what I've got to peak. Because at the end of the day, mate, it's training. It's fucking lifting heavier. It's getting stronger because it's getting bigger. Like if it was just, If you just want to exercise and come in and move about, that's absolutely fine, mate. If you want to train and build your first 5 kilos of muscle, you need to start logbooking, because why would you just leave it on the table? Like, you probably know so many people at the gym that fucking don't get anywhere, that they fucking train and train and train, don't get anywhere, they don't look any different, they've been training for 5 years. Why? Because they're not doing it. Well, they're not doing any of the stuff I'm talking about here, but they're definitely not doing this. So at the very least, mate, just start tracking your lifts and start progressing them. How do you expect to get stronger? How do you expect to give your muscles more work to do if you don't know yourself what you should be doing? Because you're always going to naturally hold yourself back, mate. I don't know anybody that comes to the gym. Sorry, I take that back. I know very, very, very few people who can come to the gym and just batter themselves with no issue whatsoever, who are usually athletes, as in powerlifters, bodybuilders, or sporting athlete, or they're just fucking mental and are already coaches. Majority of people, myself included, will go to the gym and naturally hold themselves back rather than push themselves forward. So when you get physical push forward from a fucking logbook, trust me, mate, your gains will fucking blow up overnight. And look, through my own experience of not fucking building muscle for like, mate, fucking I first started the gym when I was 13, 14, and I'm only just starting to actually build decent size now. So I've got a fucking lot of experience of fucking up. Like, the difference with me, yeah, is that like the content I put out doesn't come from being successful. It actually comes from being quite unsuccessful for a long time. It's not like I fucking went to the gym, built loads of fucking muscles straight away and was like, yeah, this works, here's what to do. It's like, nah, I went to the gym, mate, built fuck all muscle, got fat in like 3 fucking failed bulks, so inconsistent for fucking years, and I was like, okay, so what am I fucking doing wrong? What do I actually need to do? And these are things I had to do. So I actually come from an example of like being unsuccessful for a long time and then hitting success, which I think hits better, because it's like, if I've fucked up for so long and then now I'm actually making progress, you can learn from what I did wrong. I think what a lot of fitness fucking coaches and influencers, or whatever you want to call them out there, like, they're usually people who just like took to it like a duck to water, and it's like, fucking hell, sound, mate, I'm massive anyway, everything I did worked, here's what to do, whereas it didn't happen for me, mate. So those 3 things, mate, that I've given you, so the standardization of your form, the fucking sitting comfortable when it starts to hurt and looking at that rep speed, and logbooking, mate, they are the 3 physical things that you need to do in the gym that will make you grow. They're the things that made me grow, because you'll get someone saying now, oh, fucking hell, look at this. So once you get those 3 nailed down, you're coming into the gym, like, you're looking at your logbook and you're going, okay, this is what I did last week, here's what I need to do this week. You're then lifting the weight, and you're lifting to a point where you're not swinging, you're not using momentum. Every single rep is fucking controlled, it's on the muscle that you want it to hit. And then you're fucking sitting still and sitting present and fucking staying locked in when it starts to hurt, and you're grinding and you're pushing for more reps willingly to force your muscle to grow. That's what's gonna help you grow, mate. Okay, that's what you need to do in the gym. That's the stuff that I didn't do in the gym. When I was coming to the gym, mate, I was throwing weights around that were way too heavy for me. I was fucking just moving weight without thinking about what muscle I'm trying to work. I wasn't fucking logbooking any of my lifts. I was just picking up what felt easy and naturally stopping when things got hard. I was afraid of the work, mate. I wasn't working hard. I didn't like the feeling of it. I tried to bullshit myself, like, oh, if I just half-arse it, I'll be okay. And then I look in the fucking mirror, I'll be fat every time. It doesn't work. It doesn't fucking work. The stuff that I'm telling you fucking works. So you can listen to me if you want, or you can go and listen to some other influencer who's fucking massive, who just took to it like a duck to water, who will fucking look at a weight and put on weight. That's absolutely fine. I'm just giving you content from my experience, from what I've done, what's worked for me and what works for all my fucking clients, backed up by the fucking science. Because if you go read a fucking book about building muscle, you'll see training to failure, you'll see proper form, you'll see fucking progressive overload, which is progressive overload is just logbooking, proper form is just standardization of reps, fucking training to failure is pushing through when it starts to grind and got that rep speed, mate. It's all there for you to fucking take. What you do with it is up to you. I'll do a separate video on nutrition for fucking building muscle, because you need a nutrition in there so you don't just get turned into a fat bastard like fucking I did.